All right, let's now move on to some other stories, where according to some intelligence reports which have come in, Pakistan and Dubai-based Rohingya leaders are reportedly seeking the help of Jamaat-ud-Dawa and its chief Hafiz Saeed for aid and relief for the Rohingyas. The Jamaat-ud-Dawa's offshoot in Pakistan, the Falah-e-Insaniyat, is reportedly collecting donations from across Pakistan to provide relief and aid materials to the displaced Rohingyas who had to flee from the Rakhine province in Myanmar due to the ethnic cleansing. Now, Dubai-based prominent leader and president of the Rohingya Federation of Arakan, Firdaus Sheikh, in his recent trip to Pakistan had attended several seminars and has also met with several of the leaders of Hafiz Saeed-led Jamaat-ud-Dawa. The different bodies which are affiliated to Jamaat-ud-Dawa are reportedly collecting funds for the Rohingyas from Pakistan, Bangladesh and Indonesia. The Indian intelligence agencies are watching the developments very closely, and efforts are also being made by the Rohingya groups to garner support for the displaced asylum seekers in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir as well. Home Minister Rajnath Singh last week had asked the states across India to be vigilant, as some terror groups could try and take advantage of radicalizing the refugees who could be vulnerable to manipulation by extremist groups. There have also been recent reports of cattle smugglers at the Bangladeshi border who now could also be involved in not just smuggling cattle and fake currencies at the border, but also could be aiding the Rohingyas to cross over into India. There is a greater need for the Indian security agencies to up their game and plug the porous border along India and Bangladesh. Now remember, just last week WION had reported as to how cattle smugglers along the Bengal-Bangladesh border are now smuggling the Rohingyas from Bangladesh into India for a fee. Now here's a special report on this issue.
Their desperation to flee from persecution has led to Myanmar's Rohingya Muslims coming face to face with another peril. Smugglers. Across the border of Bangladesh and Malda in Bengal, cattle smugglers have been active for decades. And now, with the help of agents in Bangladesh, they're trying to smuggle in Rohingyas.
With lakhs and lakhs Rohingya Muslims crossing over into Bangladesh from Myanmar's Rakhine state, several states in India's eastern region have been put on alert. States like West Bengal, Tripura, Assam, Mizoram and Meghalaya, the states that share its border with Bangladesh, have been put on alert.
This is nothing short of a racket. Agents from both sides strike a deal and fix rates, even offering discounts if an entire Rohingya family wants to cross over. Profit margins for smuggling Rohingyas is not as high as cattle smuggling, but in absence of any other jobs, they have done this as their sole source of livelihood.
25,000, 50,000 जैसा भी होता है वैसा हम लोग कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कर लेते हैं.
अच्छा, तो एक आदमी का 20 से 25,000 आप लेते हैं. हाँ. और अगर बच्चा है तो कितना पैसा लेते हैं आप? बच्चा का भी वैसा ही, वो 50% डिस्काउंट कर देते हैं हम लोग. हाँ, जब बच्चा है छोड़ो 50% डिस्काउंट कर देते हैं.
So what is the modus operandi? Cattle smugglers claim just as they are in touch with agents in Bangladesh for the smuggling of cattle, the same agent finds them the Rohingya family from refugee camps and strikes a deal. Once they come close to the Indian border, laborers hired by the smugglers help these Rohingyas cross the border. There are fixed rates for smuggling of Rohingyas.
एक आदमी के 20 से 25,000 लेते हैं. एक साथ एक फैमिली में अगर 5 आदमी या 6 आदमी होता है तो उससे हम लोग 20,000 25,000 डिस्काउंट देते हैं. 80,000 75,000 में पार करते हैं.
For a male or female, the rate is anywhere between 20,000 to 25,000 rupees. For a child below 10 years, the rate is 2,000 to 5,000 rupees. If a family of 5 wants to cross over, instead of charging them a lakh, they get a discount and can shell out 75,000 to 80,000 rupees.
In the process, in the last 2 months, almost about 60 to 70 Rohingyas either moving from India into Bangladesh or coming from Bangladesh into India, we were able to apprehend and take the necessary appropriate action.
With a stretch of more than 2,000 kilometers, Bengal has the longest border with Bangladesh compared to other states in eastern India.
and we are at the BOP Beldanga here, and 500 meters from here, right next to the water body, is the international border, and beyond that is the Bangladesh territory. And security agencies actually predict that there could be a possible Rohingya influx, and in the run-up to those possibilities, the BSF has actually tightened security across the border.
While India's border security force has strengthened security across the border, the biggest challenge is unfenced borders.
And in case they come towards the border, then we apprehend them in some of the courses where they have tried to smuggle across, and then we hand them over to the local police to take appropriate action. So it's more of in synchronized working with the West Bengal State Police has helped us in maintaining this kind of a watch over these people.
The increasing influx of Rohingyas into India has led to the Home Ministry cautioning states neighbouring Bangladesh to be extra vigilant. But with vast stretches of unfenced borders and a large number of Rohingyas desperate to gain entry, it's a daunting task ahead of authorities. Bureau Report, WION.